Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Well, the hope was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and it's not. That tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Incomplete.
But instead, 3rd down.
David Njoku.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Buccaneers. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And it fights through one man. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Now they try the right side here. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. And I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it? It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here come the Saints now for their first drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down, it's Connor. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll bring up second down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll make it third down.
Third down.
Back to throw again. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 3-3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
The pass intercepted by the Saints.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
On for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Buccaneers 3.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down and sacked by Shaquem Griffin.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
A 6-yard.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He can run for it, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their mobile quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run.
Tyler Bass set to
after the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Intended for David Njoku. Brings up 2nd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. And now he'll tuck it and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun to the right side and complete to Thomas.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
He was tackled.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 1st down, Connor. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Thomas. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
He'll try and run for it with Connor. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st.
He was brought down at the
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do it, especially early in the game like they have. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And shedding through the tackle. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
Buccaneers 6.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3. And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the visiting Chiefs who come in and get the victory on the road. 21-16, the final. From there, it's off to Southern Nevada. Check out the action going on beside the neon lights of Las Vegas. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. A 2-touchdown victory. 31-17, the final. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Connor. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. 3rd down here.
3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, to get to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down.
They'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the butt.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run here with Connor, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He'll buy some time right, and now he's going to use his legs.
That's good for a Buccaneers first down.
We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Yeah, he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a handoff here to his running back. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it with Janovich. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The fullback dive held up short, and the Saints will have the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there. Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And to give this time to the tailback. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Now a handoff looking right.
At the Saints.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 10.
And 10.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Why did they call that on?
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
It's 2nd down.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. A look at the running back. The man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now they try the right side here. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Buccaneers 30, Saints 20.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Intercepted.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And to give this time to the tailback. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 10. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Back to throw now on first down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Bucs, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.